Chelsea have just destroyed Southampton for the second time this season. Lots of people have criticised Chelsea in the last few months. And to be fair, they haven't been that great. I said this on the Football Terrace the other day. With Chelsea's fixtures they've got coming up, I think they can put together a run. And I still think they have what it takes to finish top four. Now, if I said to Chelsea fans, top four in the Conference League, I think most Chelsea fans would be very, very happy with that. Recent results haven't been good enough, to be honest. Losing to Southampton, losing to Brighton in the Cup and in the Premier League, losing to Chelsea, scraping wins past Wolves and West Ham. They needed a fixture that gave them a huge confidence boost and a boost in morale. And I think the games Chelsea have got coming up, they can do that. They play Leicester next at the Bridge. They've got Copenhagen away and at home in the Conference League. That Arsenal game for Chelsea is absolutely huge. Then they play Spurs. And let's be honest, our record at the Bridge is horrible. These next 6 games for Chelsea, I can see them going on a run. I might sound crazy, but I still think they will finish inside this top 4. Or at least get Champions League, because it should be top 5. Make sure you go down and drop a like on the video. Make sure you let me know your thoughts on the game. Chelsea 4, Southampton 0. Don't get me wrong, I don't think tonight's to get carried away. Make sure you do hit that subscribe button as well. 89% of you who watch the match reactions are not subscribed. And we're 900 subs now from 47k. What I want to say is, I'm going to title this video Chelsea Silence Doubters. I don't mean that as in beating Southampton. Every team in the Premier League should be beating Southampton. I mean playing well with Neto in the false 9, with Christopher Nkunku playing off the left, going into that false 9. The one player who I do think will get criticised heavily, again, should have had 2 or 3 good chances tonight, should have scored minimum 1 goal. It's just not falling for him right now. And that is Cole Palmer. You know, I thought Nkunku and Neto were the 2 best attackers for Chelsea. I thought Sancho got into some good positions. I thought Tosin and Colwell both played really well. Cucurella was probably man of the match. But Cole Palmer, the one fixture I thought in this run of games, but I do, like I said, I do think Chelsea will go on a run of games. Will start winning. I'm looking at Cole Palmer, and I think that's 5 or 6 games without a goal now. Getting criticised a lot in the media, in the mainstream media, coming out saying, is he good enough? He is obviously registered in the Conference League squad, so it will be interesting to see how they get on Thursday night. But for whatever reason, he's just not taking his chances. There was a chance where he wrapped his left foot round it. It looked more like a cross than a shot to me. This was the Chelsea team. Gusto, Tosin, Adarabioyo, Colwell, Cucurella, Fernandez, Caicedo. I prefer this setup. I think that experiment with playing Caicedo at right back and inverting is over. I don't really like Reece James in midfield. For me, of the players they've actually got available, this is probably their best 11. Jorgensen today made a big save. I don't trust Sanchez. That front 4 can constantly chop and change. Palmer can drop deep, pick the ball up, and Nkunku can play out on the left, also come into the 9. And that's the beauty of playing a false 9. Don't get me wrong, when they come up against some of the bigger teams, again, that defense will be tested. And is that front 4 strong enough? In terms of the match stats, only 1 winner. Let's be brutally honest. 19 shots to 7, 10 on target to 2, 60% possession to 40, 200 more passes, 91% passing accuracy, 4 corners to 2, only 1 winner there. And Chelsea got off, you know, to a very, very good start in this game on the attacking front, you know, from very, very early. You know, they got the goal early doors around the 20th minute. Christopher Nkunku, Tosin Adarabioyo got the assist, a flick on from a corner, and there is Nkunku to do a diving header at the back post to make it 1-0. And as soon as they got that goal, that was it. Christopher Nkunku plays through Pedro Neto, left-footed strike, near post, back of the net, 2-0. Ramsdale did make a big save in the first half, but Chelsea are too strong. This Southampton team's got championship written all over it. They're not good enough. And then Pedro Neto puts in a delicious free kick. They were really strong from set pieces tonight as well. And Colwell, the birthday boy, I believe it's his birthday tomorrow, I think Fletcher said on commentary, steps up with a header, makes it 3-0 in absolute cruise control. The easiest 3 points you will see. Dominated that first half. Southampton made some changes. They took off Kyle Walker-Peters. They brought on Tyler Diblin in the second half. Chelsea, Enzo Maresca trusts Tyreek George, brought him on for Neto, who actually had a really good game. George repays the faith in the manager, sets up Cucurella, hits Southampton on the counter-attack from an absolutely diabolical corner from Southampton. And Chelsea make him pay with a goal from Cucurella. And that does now put Chelsea back into the top four, which, of course, will be their main objective this season alongside winning silverware. Manchester City have got some tough games coming up. Newcastle United also have some tough games coming up. I'm trying to change my opinions and keep them consistent. I think the biggest threat to Chelsea for top four, of course, are Man City and Newcastle. I do believe Bournemouth will slip up. Brighton obviously beat them tonight. Fulham won away as well at Wolves. I think Bournemouth, Brighton and Fulham will be battling it out from Conference League. But Newcastle have got the firepower up with Alexander Isak. It'd be interesting to see what happens when Haaland comes back in, how they set that front three up. But everyone's completely mudding Chelsea right now. Everyone's coming out there shitting on them, saying they're not good enough. But at the same time, everyone's giving Nottingham Forest huge praise when there is only 1 point between them. I am starting to think that Nottingham Forest will slip up. And I am starting to think they may finish outside the top four and get a Europa League position. If that is the case, Chelsea, Newcastle and Manchester City will battle it out for that third position. But the run of games Chelsea have got coming up, it is a good set of fixtures for them. Like I said, they play Leicester next, who are another terrible side. This is all about building confidence because next month, Chelsea do have a tough run of games. You know, they should comfortably dispatch of Copenhagen in the Conference League. They then play Leicester at the Bridge. They then play Copenhagen at the Bridge. That is 3 wins on the trot. Anything other than 3 wins is simply not acceptable. They then go away to Arsenal. Last year, they were battered 5-0, and they drew to Arsenal at the Bridge earlier on this season. After that, I think they will beat Ipswich. I'm not going to lie. I do think they will beat us, Tottenham. We have a horrendous record at the Bridge. I may actually do a watch-along for some of the games coming up. A lot of people have been asking me that. That'd be one of the games. Brentford, that'll be an interesting game as well because I don't think, to my knowledge, Chelsea have beaten Brentford since they've been back in the Premier League. But look, they need to get some consistency in this team. It hasn't been good enough. Recent results, the way they're playing, it's just simply not good enough. Cole Palmer needs to find his shooting boots and start scoring more goals. If you look at the recent 8 games before that, they can't have another run of games like this. You look at it from a Chelsea perspective and think maybe they are out of this bad patch, but losing to City, drawing to Bournemouth, scraping wins past Wolves and West Ham, losing to Brighton twice in a matter of days, and then losing to Villa, they have to get some consistency going now. When you got to look at your key players like Nkunku, Cole Palmer, Neto, those 3 have to step up for me. I think they will. Like I said, I think they'll win the next 3 games, and then it's all about building momentum going into that Arsenal game. I think they'll win the Conference League still. It'll be very interesting to see if Palmer plays the away leg. Then again, they don't have an FA Cup game, so potentially I imagine he probably will play full 90. Tomorrow night it's going to be very, very, very big as well. Arsenal, Forest, the big one, Manchester City come to Spurs, and Liverpool versus Newcastle. We will be there for every single match reaction. Make sure you drop a like. Make sure you do hit that subscribe button. I am